Hello everybody, Miss Jackie Russell here, and happy Mass Monday. How are you doing today? Did you have a nice Mother's Day? If you are a mother, or if you were the child, did you give your mom a nice Mother's Day? And then I know some of you, like myself, your mom's in heaven, and so that's a little bit awkward, I know, but I still wish her a happy heavenly Mother's Day. And of course, I wished all the mothers a happy Mother's Day. We all work really hard, that is for sure. Well, today I've got some friend mail, and I'm going to do this mask right here. And this is the mask that I just recently got out of the Balmy box. And I did try out the green tea one yesterday, and it was nice, but I don't know if I can use green tea extract because it seemed to make my face a little red, like really red right on the cheeks. So I probably won't use green tea extract again. That's the only thing that I could figure that I might have been allergic to. This here is cypress plant or water. Look at that, just dripping out of there. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and add some on. It's just full of essence. This is a plump me up mask. It's to give you that dewy skin from Korea, and it's called the Numbuzin. I don't know, Numbuzin, Numbuzin. I'm not real sure how to pronounce that. And it's a dewy glow spa mask. So we're going to get our glow on going here. And like I said, I have some friend mail, and I have 10 questions that Kim from Hanging Out with Kim had challenged me to, and I told her I'd do it last week, and I totally forgot. And I had a lot going on last week. I think I had some big friend mail packages. This, guys, is full of essence. Oh my goodness. This is really going to hydrate my skin. It was cypress extract is what the main thing was on this, I think. I looked it up, but I don't even remember anymore. But I do know this is like heavily filled with essence. This is for sure going to be an essence treatment. Probably could use some down there on my plaque psoriasis, but it is really acting up, flaring up today. And it's been very painful, but that happens. I might have eaten something that caused it to react, I'm not sure. And I did a little red light therapy the other day because I kind of was having like a spa day, you know, enjoying the weekend for Mother's Day, and that could have caused some irritation, so I'm not sure. But I can just tell you one thing right now, this mask is really loaded with hydration. And so I'm going to be hydrated, and you can kind of see the bubbles on there that's indicating it. And that's the name of the mask, Numbuzin, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to move along. Like I said, I have some friend mail, and then I'm going to share the questions that I got from Kim. I've got a little stack of cards from Plush Bat Fan here, and this here are some monkeys. Are those the kind of monkeys like when you go to Costa Rica and the holler monkeys? Is that what those are called? Holler monkeys? I'm not sure because it doesn't tell us anything. And Plush Bat Fan, he has a channel, Dream Big Productions, and he always sends me some very interesting postcards. And here's some of a bunch of different kind of deer. And, you know, some of them look like they might be fawns. They're speckled. Then you got bucks. So that's very nice. Thank you. Anyways, he has Hello Kitty on his channel, and he does Sonic Hedgehog on his post. So be sure and go over and check him out. Let him know Miss Jackie Russell sent you. And look at there. There's like a leopard right there, I think. Very cool. I don't know where he finds all these cards. And yesterday, I got these in the mail at the same time. So, or Saturday, I'm sorry. But anyway, aren't those cute? Now, he sent me a froggy picture last week, and now I have 2 more for my collection I don't know what kind of frogs you call that, but do they change colors or something, like a chameleon type frog? I'm not sure. Very interesting. Thank you, Plush Bat Fan. And again, go check him out if you haven't already. And if you got little small kids, they might like watching the Hello Kitty videos. They're very educational and they're fun to watch for any age. Okay, now I've got a package here, and this is from a subscriber friend, and she has sent this to me. She let me know ahead of time it was coming. Her name is Patty, but on our videos we see her as Triplet Girl 2. And if you don't know Patty, that she's a twin. There's 3 of them, and I can't remember all the names. I want to say one of them is Valerie, but I'm not 100% sure, and I don't want to say the wrong thing. But she said she was sending me a package, and I've got a card here, and it says, "Dear Miss Jackie, this was meant to be sent during your birthday month. I'm notorious for being late." Well, don't feel bad. I'm kind of got a spell of that myself. I made this little, I think it says Zen, hoping you would enjoy these dapper dogs. There are writing tabs throughout. The ribbon can be slipped off rather than untied. I enjoy your channel and fun content you provide. God bless you this year, Patty. And she also has an Instagram page. Now, I would highly recommend that you go and check out her Instagram page. She does all kinds of little journals and makes different things. She sent me some cards. I think I'm looking at one up here. If I can think about it, I'll get up there and get it. But she's very talented, and that's what she sent me. But that's her Instagram pages at Patty's Pages dash, or I guess that's IG. So go check her out. She doesn't have a YouTube channel, but she does have that. She had sent me a card a while back. I think this was last year. Yeah, for Easter 2024. So she paints, you know, cards or paints in general. So she made this card for me, and very, very pretty. And I've got it up here. I knew whenever I seen her name that I had a card from her that she had sent to me from a previous year. So anyways, Patty's very talented. So she paints, she draws probably, she makes these nice little journals. I really like seeing them on her pages. Now she was telling me I could just slip this off. So let's see, got it wrapped up here real nicely. And what does she call it? I know it has to do with doggies, because looky there. Look at that doggy. I think I've seen this on Instagram. How cool is that? She goes, I made this little zine. I think it's Z-I-N is what the word is. Hoping you would enjoy these dapper dogs. And I will enjoy these dapper dogs. Look at them. Oh my goodness, this is adorable. Oh, I love it, Patty. Oh, this is so cute. Look at this. I have a poodle that looks close to him. Now, I don't know if that's a poodle there or not, but it could be. With its ears all shaved down, it could be a Maltipoo or a Maltese. Looky here. Oh my goodness, so cute. I have a Yorkie poo. Well, he's a Morkie that looks like this one here. And then on the back here we have us a Dachshund, and my daughter Laura used to have Snuggles that looked a little bit like that. But look at the detail. Oh, I can pull this out. I guess I can make a little card note. Make little notes in there. There's a little slide out. That is so cool. I think you all are so talented that can do that. I have no idea what she made it out of. It might have just been cardboard, but she's titled it Dapper Dogs, just like she said. And even this one here on front looks like a Maltipoo. So cute. Oh my goodness, this is adorable. Thank you, Patty. I will always treasure this. This is so sweet of you to send to me. Thank you so much. Oh, I love it. And then this was what she was talking about. It can just be slipped over or slipped off and not tied. You know, like, so I don't have to untie it. I can just slip it off. That is just so cute. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I feel like my mask is coming down on my eyes. That's how much moisture's in this thing. It's sagging it down. Oh, wow. Well, what fun friend mail. Thank you, thank you. Like I said, I appreciate you so much. And don't forget to go over and check out her channel on Instagram. Patty's Pages is where she's at Patty's Pages with an I-E-S. Patty's Pages. Thank you so much. Oh, that was just wonderful. What a nice little birthday present. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Thank you. Okay, I have 10 questions. I am going to show y'all week 2 prize for the Jubilee, but I have 10 questions from Kim, and I'm going to go over those right quick. I don't know how quick. I say right quick. Maybe it won't be as quick as I think. She did a Q&A, and I'm not sure who tagged her, but she tagged like 3 or 4 people. And so I don't know if I'm going to tag anybody or not. I hadn't thought about it. But I might tag a couple of people. So listen up in case your name's called. But it's a Q&A, and the first question is, if you could be any age for the rest of your life, which age would you choose? That's a tough question, but I'm going to say 35. Because at 30, I was starting to come out of my shell, so to speak, and I decided at 30 to do everything I always wanted to do. And I did a lot of things in my 30s. I got a part in the Sound of Music in our little local town because I always had a fear of singing in public, but I knew I could sing, I just was scared. So I did that and got a part of Sophia. I decided to open up a fitness business. I did some other like beauty type businesses selling Lady Love cosmetics. And then later on in my 30s, when we moved to Corpus Christi, I decided I'd be an ad executive. I know it sounds crazy, but when I applied for that job, there was 2 positions. One was like for a newspaper person to sell advertising, and the other was their direct mail department, which appealed to me much more, and that's what I got, and I really did well in that. But anyway, I'm going to say 35 because that's in between 30 and 40, and those are good years and lots of energy, and just, I don't know, it was a fun time. All right, what is your favorite animal? Well, of course, my favorite animal are dogs. I love cats. I love dogs. So I'm going to say dogs are my favorite animal. Which celebrity would you choose for your best friend? Well, now that's a hard one because are they real? I mean, I don't know. If you go off just the character that they might be playing, oh man, I really don't know. Which celebrity would you choose for your best friend? I don't know. I really can't think of anybody. I don't think of celebrities in that fashion, so it's kind of hard to say who would I choose for my best friend. I'm trying to think if there's somebody. When I think of friends, I think of the friends like Courtney Cox and them, but I don't know that I'd want to be best friends with them. So that's a tough question. I may have to come back to that. If you could only wear one color for life, for the rest of your life, which one would it be? And I'm going to have to say, even though I love pink and that's my favorite color, if I could only wear one color, I would probably just want to wear blue. So, I mean, that might be kind of boring, but that's what I'm going to say. What is your go-to shower song? Well, I don't have just one, but I will tell you I do sing like hymns or church songs or like devotional songs. So if I picked one of them, maybe I would pick Holy Lord would be one. So that would be one that I would sing in the shower. What is your worst food of all time? My worst food. Well, I don't know if it was always been that way, but now I feel like the worst food is hot dogs. I don't like the idea of that processed meat, and I don't know what all meats they're processing to pack it all into a hot dog. So I'm going to just say hot dog. And I know I like the way they taste, don't get me wrong, but I always wonder what the world's in it to make it. Who was your first celebrity crush? Now that I do kind of remember. Do y'all remember the Partridge Family? Well, David Cassidy was on there, and I think he probably was my first big crush. That I remember, that that you might have a poster in your room, and I think that's who it was. What is your go-to breakfast? Well, my favorite breakfast is a waffle, a Belgian waffle with 2 eggs and crispy bacon. That is my go-to breakfast, like if I was to go somewhere. If you're asking what's my go-to breakfast at home, I don't really eat breakfast too much, but if I was going out, that would be my go-to breakfast. Do you think money brings happiness? No. I think money makes things easier, but I don't think it brings happiness, because things just cannot fill your life up with joy. So it can sometimes make your life miserable. So I'm going to say no. And then, who would you pay the most money to see in concert? And again, that goes back to, I don't see a lot, but I'll have to say, if I could see Queen in concert, which I know that's not possible anymore, but Queen, I think that would have been a cool concert to go to. So those are my answers, and now I've got to tag somebody, and I've got to tag somebody that I think does Mass Mondays. I'm going to tag my friend Lois with Life with Lois, and I'm going to tag I Martinez. I'm going to tag them too, because they do Mass Mondays. I don't know if they do question and answers like this on their Mass Mondays, but I'm going to tag them and challenge them with these questions. So those are my 2 tags. And now let's get on to the second week Jubilee. It's going to be a little beauty giveaway with Ice Cream Beauty. And it's not necessarily Ice Cream Beauty on the inside. We're going to have several different things here. And there is one thing I'm in question of. I've got a milk product here. I've never used this milk makeup. It's a 10 ml, and it's vegan. And I'm going to put it in this giveaway, but I want y'all to see what I saw when I opened it up. I want to show y'all that it sideways, it lays sideways, but it's not like, I don't know if it doesn't come full, like what I'd say full to the top. So it's liquidy, but it's a primer that's supposed to grip. It's a grip primer. So I'm going to have this in here, and I'm going to have a lipstick. Well, actually, it's a fruity little gloss, I think. It's Beauty for Certain, and it is a reddish pinkish color, and it looks like this. And it just says Beauty for Certain on there, and the color must be number 02. But I don't know that it tells us the color, maybe on here. It just says number 02. So here's what it looks like. It's a real rich cherry. So you're going to get that. You're going to get the Hydro Grip. You're going to get some clear, hard nail polish. This is Get Hard, it says. And it is just some clear nail polish to help strengthen your nails. you're going to get this beautiful palette. This is a face palette, and I did get this out of Ice Cream Beauty, and it's beautiful. I'm going to pass it on because I never had a chance to use it. It comes in its own little velvety bag, and then it's very, very pretty. It's a compact, and it's very, very shiny and pretty, and it is a face palette that you can contour with. And those are the colors. I don't know if I can get the... I'm going to keep the cover saver on there because I've not ever taken this apart. I've kept it all intact because I wasn't sure if I would ever get to it. You know, you get so much makeup and stuff, you just can't get to it all. And so I'm going to pass this along in this Jubilee. You'll use hashtag Jubilee in a sentence. And if you want to share this video to get an entry into the monthly Jubilee, just, you know, put hashtag Jubilee, share it, tell me where you shared it and when. And I'll add an entry for you, up to 3 entries. So you're going to get this nice little beautiful palette. And then I just opened up the Lit eyelashes, and I decided to put that in this giveaway. And I got this out of my Boxy Charm. I'm going to give you that. And then this here is a perfume by Rosie Jane, and this is a roll-on. I have like 2 of these. I don't have roll-on. I have a couple of spritz. But I thought, well, I don't need all of these. But I think I was going to let y'all smell. But it's the same scent that I have. So there's no sense in me keeping this one. I'm going to pass it on. So you're going to get the perfume. You're going to get an eyeliner, and this is one of my Revant eyeliners. It's a gel eyeliner, and you're going to get the one that's in green. It's very pretty. And this is a very nice eyeliner. Yeah. And then you're going to get this sample pack of Tarte mascara. And it's Tartelette Tubing Mascara. So you're going to get this. It's never been opened. So whenever you open it, you know, I'm sure you can use it up within 3 months. And then for your eyes, we're going to have this nice eyeshadow palette. And this is a Be Bella Orange Squeeze Shadow Palette. And this is very summery. It's all pink here. And then the beautiful colors you're going to have for this is right here. I'm going to lift it up so we don't see the mirror. This is a beautiful palette, and you can get some gorgeous colors stories out of that. So I really like that hot pink. That would be one of my favorite colors in there. Yeah, very, very nice. So that is my giveaway for this week 2 Jubilee. So I guess you could say this is a beauty giveaway. And that is what we're going to have in it. And all you got to do is use hashtag Jubilee to be entered. And you don't know which week I'm going to be pulling. So this is going to be obviously week 2 for the May, and you'll definitely be wanting to watch all my videos this week if you're interested in this giveaway. You have to be 18 years or older. You have to be publicly subscribed to me. This, I can't even tell y'all how full of essence this mask is. This is definitely a hydro mask. I might need some on my lips. But that is my Mouse Monday. To my channel, use hashtag Jubilee. Be sure and check my description because I do have the I Won So Can You from Sue. I won a giveaway for Sue, and I'm giving a giveaway. So be sure and join on that if you have not. And I want to thank Patty again for this beautiful birthday present of the Dapper Dog little journal. This is just precious as it can be. Thank you so very much. I just love it. And thank you, Plush Bat Fan, for all my little postcards. They're so cute. I don't know where you get them all, but they're definitely very, very cute. So, guys, that's it. I'll have to say I'd recommend this mask. I'm not all red like I was yesterday on my face, so that means I didn't have a reaction to cypress. But I for sure was red yesterday, and I was like, oh my goodness. But it could have been because I use red light therapy too, so all of that could have just been really hopped up my skin. But the other thing I want to tell you, I was watching, I don't know the doctor's name, Anvil or something like that. I don't remember. He's a dermatologist. I think he's a facial surgeon. He was saying if your temples are sunken in, you're losing bone structure in your face. And we don't want to do that. And of course, you want to try to do some lifting of some weights and some different things, eat good to preserve your bone. But he was talking about that, and I don't think I have that yet. But he says when that happens, it pulls your eyebrow down. So I'm sure it's happening slowly but surely, you know, because I've got this here, and then I've got all these lines that I've never had before that's coming in on my chin. So, I mean, age is definitely coming up on me. I feel blessed, though, because I really didn't feel like I was aging much until I hit my 60s. So, like in the last 5 years, I've seen the most, I guess, aging on my skin, which would kind of go in the fact that during that time you're losing estrogen and progesterone and testosterone, so there's a lot of things going on. But if you exercise and try to eat healthy and keep your B vitamins and collagen and I'm talking about taking collagen. The molecules of collagen that you put on your face are too big to absorb, so you don't always get a big benefit. So don't pay a lot of money for collagen, because unless you're buying it to drink it internally, you know, like in a shake, because then it can actually get into your body and come out, I guess, in that sense. So I just have heard that so many times that topical collagen, the molecules are too big to penetrate. I don't understand all the science behind it, but that's what they say. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I need to let you guys go. You got plenty of people to see. I want to thank Kim for sending me over the questions. And Kim and I are going to have a collab next week. We'll have more questions and answers, a little bit of fun. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. And it's Sel with I Martinez and Lois with Life with Lois. If you would like to do the challenge, I'll send the questions over to you. But hey guys, that's all I have today. And I never did answer that one because I really don't know who would be my best friend as a celebrity. I really don't know. I don't know. Okay. Well, all right, guys, that's all I have. And as usual, I wish you all a blessed and happy day. Bye-bye.